Alright guys, welcome back to my blog. It's Kitty B, kittybworld.wordpress.com. I think I'm gonna say that every time that I do this, just so you guys can have the website imprinted in your head. Happy November, you guys. November is here, and I kind of like, sorry, you can totally see my blonde hair. I kind of like doing these videos a little bit after the first, just because it just kind of means that I'm not settled into the month because it's still early, but I'm a little bit more, I've got into the swing of the new month. So yeah, I know there's a lot of holidays coming up, and I never celebrated holidays, so I won't probably have any content that is holiday based, but you know, overall, like if I don't do another video for the rest of this month, I hope you guys have a great happy holidays. Whatever. It is November the 5th. My sister's birthday is tomorrow. She turns 31, so it's kind of cool. Last year we threw her a surprise party, and she was really surprised. It was good. Like, all her old friends came out and to support her, and it was really nice. If you can see that, that is a picture of me in my mom's house, and not my old room, but I did stay in here for a few months at some period. But this used to be actually my sister's room. So it's just kind of like a guest room now. My mom likes to decorate it or whatever. Let's see what is new with me. Nothing is too new with me. Other than just reaching out with being able to work with a few different people, creatives, been networking a little bit, and kind of just trying to find a team of people to work with on a up-and-coming project that I have, and just trying to see what is the what on the what. So getting a little bit of guidance in that area, and very appreciative of being able, you know, being somewhere where I have access to a lot of different people who do exactly what I need. So it's cool. I want to start by saying what happened to me the other night, or not start because I've already started the video, but I want to explain what happened to me the other night, and just as like a PSA to ladies, if you hear that jingling, it's my kitty. Just, you know, like you know, a PSA for ladies, like I said, or even fellas or anybody, like, just don't put yourself in a predicament where you can't get yourself out of it. So, I decided to hang out with someone that I've been knowing for the past couple of months. But really, when we hang out, we always end up arguing. And it's mostly because, like, that person feels some type of way about me, and they never allow me to feel the same way. They're like almost forcing themselves on me to like them. So I went out with this person, you know, during the day, and I'm thinking, you know, I'll be home by like 10 or 11 because I had to go to work the next day, and I'm thinking we're just gonna hang out and chill, you know, like smoke a little bit and chill. Well, no, that didn't happen. This person drove me around for hours before we even got to a clear designation. And then when we did, it was their cousin's house. And the entire time we were there, they didn't really communicate with me much about anything that was going on. You know, they didn't say shit. They would like come and ask me, was I like, did I want to smoke? but that was it. Like there was nothing else involved. No communication about if I was good, if, just nothing. So I text this person because I didn't want to make a scene in front of a lot of people. I text this person and I asked them if they could take me home. And we're about 45 minutes away from my house. So they cut their phone off and then they pretend as if their phone died. Long story short, the cousin and his cousin's girlfriend started to get ready to go out, and I was just sitting there. I know that they're going out, so I'm thinking, like, I guess he's gonna take me home whenever they leave out so we can all leave together. No, he wanted me to go out with them, and they were going to the club, which is not what I wanted to do at all. I didn't want to be out in a club scene with this person, nor did I want to be out. I had to work the next morning. And when I started to express that I wanted to go home and that I had already stated that I wanted to go home, this person was like, oh, you're selfish. You need to learn how to have fun, which is totally, I'm definitely a fun person. So when you're saying that shit, you're just trying to, like, guilt trip me. And they're like, you need to have fun, and it's Saturday, you need to get your life together. I'm like, I have my life together, and that's why I'm telling you I'm not going out tonight. Well, I was basically in a hostage situation where I could not leave until we went out. That person did not take me home until after we went out. So I'm like in a spot where, if you've been watching my videos, then you know, like, I quit my other job and I just started working my new job, and I've only been there for a month. So basically I'm not where I normally am as far as money. So I'm like, my phone is dead, it's off, so I don't have a way to call anybody. And like, he's telling me, like, oh, I'm not going to take you home because you want to go home on your time. And I'm like, it's not even about my time. It's about me being uncomfortable. And that's why I want to go home. And also, I have to work tomorrow. It's like, in my eyes, it's like 11:30. So late enough. I basically had no choice but to go with them. But to go and end up getting home at like 7 the next morning. And I was so pissed off at myself because I went to work the next day, not hungover, but hungover to the point where I could still feel all the alcohol on my stomach. And even though I was very productive, it still made me upset that I went against my own grain and I went out. So my message is to ladies is, you might feel a certain type of way about a guy, and it's for a reason. If you feel any type of way other than butterflies about a person, cut it, because you're only going to give yourself a stomach ache. And that's what I learned. Like, you can try, and that was my thing. Like, I felt like, okay, maybe I was just being mean. So I said, okay, maybe if we chill and we talk a little bit more, maybe I'll not like this person, but maybe I'll get to know them on another level that will kind of make me open my eyes to see who they are. But I was already seeing who they were, and they were sending me hella red flags, which I did not like from the beginning, which is why I'm so mad at myself for even leaving and going out with this person. And it really upset me because I ditched my mom to go out with this person. And I didn't have a complete terrible night, but the fact that I was like held beyond my will made me feel some type of way. So you guys don't have to worry. You don't have to tell me, oh, I hope you never hang out with that person again, because they're blocked. And the only how they'll ever see me again is by accident, like they've been seeing me. Because this is a person that I've blocked, and I've literally seen this person by accident. Like, me shopping at the mall, and he like calls my name from like afar, like, yo, what's up? You know what I'm saying? After I've already blocked this person for their not only their lack of communication, but they just have ways that I don't fuck with. And I'm not like one of those, I mean, I don't really know how to describe myself. You just have to really get to know me, but I don't dig shit like that. And this is a person that, you know, calls themselves liking me, and I'm like, but you put me in a position where I had to find my own way home. And it's like, do you think I want to deal with somebody like that? Not at all. Because what will you do with me if we're in a relationship and you're mad? Would you kick me out your car or something? You know what I'm saying? So I don't like that at all. So it's another thing for myself. Like right now, my two main goals right now, I don't think I've ever told you guys that too, but my two main goals right now are my apartment and my car. My car is first and my apartment is second, of course. But honestly, in whatever order they get here, that is fine for me. I'm not going to be like, oh, I don't have this one, so I don't want this. No, whichever order, which one comes first, I really don't mind. I did save my money at one point for a car, but after I quit my job, I spent it because I'm like, well, I don't know when the next time I'm going to find work. So I just started spending my money, which was dumb, but it is what it is. And you learn from stuff like that. And I definitely have been learning from my choices and my choices, lately, because I'm realizing that the consequences, I might not like. And so that's the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. You make a decision, you have to understand the consequences that go with it, because you may or may not like those consequences. I went out with this person because my boyfriend and I broke up. My boyfriend of 2 years and I broke up, which is ideally why I'm back in my mom's house now. But I don't feel a type of way about it. I miss him a lot. I think we broke up majorly because we needed space, and it was just to the point where, like, ripping us apart. I think it had to be the way that it was in order for us to maybe not now, or I'm not even saying we'll get back together, and I'm not normally one of those persons who even says that, but maybe somewhere down the line when we have a little bit more of what we want and need in life, maybe we'll reconnect. But I really miss him. I miss my best friend. I miss talking to him, and that would have never happened if I was still with my man, because I wouldn't have went out. I wouldn't have had a reason to go out, and I wouldn't have been at my mom's house, you know, with all of that. So, you can kind of save yourself some heartache sometimes. And as women, I think we need to learn how to shut the fuck up sometimes. I know we speak a lot because we feel unheard, and we are very unheard, and not many people listen to Black women, but we also do need to learn how to shut the fuck up sometimes, because we can ruin a situation and make it worse on ourselves. Like, I definitely am the reason why me and my boyfriend broke up, because I was talking too much when I should have just been like, this is how I feel, take it how you leave it, and boom. But I had to go on and on and on about it, and it just led to an explosive argument. And at the end of the day, when you're living with someone else, that person can tell you leave, which is not what he said, but in so many words. So back to my mom's house I went, and this wasn't the way that I wanted to move out of his apartment. I wanted to move into my own house or apartment, but I think things happen the way that they're supposed to, and the way that they need to go, regardless of how we feel. So yeah, I went out with that guy and I had a terrible time, but I needed to learn that about myself. I needed to see that about myself, that I put myself in predicaments sometimes that I may or may not be able to get out of, and sometimes the only way to get out of that is to comply, because I didn't have a choice but to go. Or if I would have stayed there and would have fought, or would have, fucked whatever up, I'd be in trouble, not them. So it's best that I feel like I made the best decision at the time for my safety and my sanity was to go with him and just allow him to take me home and never see him again. To me, that was way safer than arguing for a longer period of time when my anxiety was already very, very high because I felt like survival mode was starting to kick in for me. Like, what do I need to do to get myself out of this situation? So I can't allow myself to be put in a situation like that again. Ever again. It's not cool. It's not a good feeling. And as a woman, you never want to feel like that. Like you don't have any choices. Like you're completely backed into a wall. And yeah, you don't want to feel like that. Personal goals that I have for this month. One of them is finding a physical activity. I'm not sure if I said this on my last video, but I'm really looking for something to indulge in that is not just using my creative side, because I use my creative as mine on a whole bunch of other things. But right now I'm looking for something that will replenish my body with peace and good energy and good chi, because right now I don't know, I'm transitioning to adulthood, so I think emotionally I'm very vulnerable, and I just want to keep my head on straight, and I think I need like a martial art or like something to stimulate my mind to keep me at peace the way that I already am. Another personal goal, other than, like my apartment or car, I'm really hoping to get one of those this month. Preferably the car first, which is cool, because I can get myself around, and then I won't even have to be home as much because I can be working. I don't want to tire myself out, but I want to do the best for myself and make myself non-dependent on anything or anyone. My boyfriend was taking me to work. I had a car in January, but the transmission went out, so I've been carless since then, and so he's been taking me back and forth to work, and luckily we lived right up the road from where I was working, but now I live completely opposite direction from my job, and it's just a little bit strenuous on myself because I don't have many vehicular resources. Like there's, and the Uber costs $30 one way. So imagine me spending $60 back and forth on an Uber when I didn't make any cash tips that day. You think I'm going to feel good about losing money? No. So I have to find an alternative. I have to find something that works until I get this car, but I'm really pushing for the car. On Friday, actually, I'm gonna go looking. I've been talking to a few different people, and they've been giving me leads on things that I can try, as far as like dealerships, and just talking to different people and seeing what they say, and whatever I gotta put down on a down payment to get something off that lot to be driving. Whatever. I need a car, though. I need a car. I tried to save the money, and that takes forever, and that's what people don't understand. Like, yes, you could save your money for a car and buy it flat out, but that takes longer than just saving a little chunk of money and going to the dealership and being able to make payments, because so many things happen in a month, in a week, in a day, so you just never know. And that's why I think it's a little bit safer, at least for my bet too, as well, is like not being knowledgeable about cars. It makes more sense for me to buy it from off a lot where I might could take it back and be like, all right, it's making this noise, or da-da-da this, or da-da-da that, versus me buying a car flat out as is, and it is what it is, and, I don't have much help on trying to fix it. So just thinking about that, and really coming to peace, I guess, with the ending of my relationship and the ending of a cycle in my life, where I am no longer an adolescent. I am an adult. I have transitioned, and I need to start honestly acting like it. Travis Scott is gonna be here this Friday, but I probably can't go. His tickets are not that expensive, but for the seats that I want, it is very expensive. So I'm probably gonna dub it, because I don't want to see somebody from like the back row. That's no fun. I want the whole enchilada when I'm going to it at a concert. I want the whole experience. So I probably won't be going, but I'm sure I'll find something else to relax my mind to do this weekend. I don't want to do much because I actually work this weekend. I work every Sunday, but I work this Saturday. And I'm off today and Wednesday. So I like my schedule so far. It was crazy at first, adjusting to it, because I do wake up at 10 a.m. on Tuesday. Well, I have to wake up at 8 to make it to work by 10, and I did think that was a little crazy, because I'm not necessarily a morning person. It's not that. It's just like I like to wake up on my own. I don't like to be woken up. That means it could be like an alarm could wake me up, and it just gives me that whole I gotta be somewhere anxiety, and I try to eliminate that as much as possible, because I don't want any anxiety. I don't want any stresses. I just want peace and love and tranquility. Yeah, December is coming up. The end of the year is here already. I'm so excited to embark on 2019. In February, I will have had my license for a year in the state of North Carolina as a bodywork therapist. So that's very exciting. I have something to kind of look forward to, an anniversary date. And I'm just excited for the possibilities of the new year coming. Yes, I drink Coke every now and again, but I'm really almost addicted to it. It's so good. But it's like I have to have it from a can, because it doesn't taste as good to me from a bottle. But honestly, I've been drinking on this thing since I woke up. It should be gone, but it's not, because I'm savoring it. Here I am back at almost 30 minutes. I don't want to hold you guys. I just had a PSA. I want to get my video out for this month. I'm going to definitely keep you guys updated. I know I've gotten completely away from typing stuff. So if I don't make another video this month, I will try to post, my progress on my project, or anything that I've done that was kind of cool or fun this month. I'll definitely make sure that I get to put that up there. That way you guys see it, so it's not always like new month, new goals, nothing. You know, I want to give you guys actual content and something for you to, look at and be like, hey, okay, Kitty's doing this or Kitty's doing that, Do I have a word to leave you on? No, I mean, just be safe out here, because you just don't know people's motives, and I really don't know that guy from West Bumblefuck, but I should have known, because, like, I've had to Uber myself home from just chilling with him, so I should have known, but it was me willingly saying, I'm gonna go home, because I had it, and it was only like $8 from my house to wherever we were, so I'm like, I'm gonna Uber myself home. So, yeah, just don't put yourself in predicaments that you can't get out of, or that you might regret, because we live in a day and time where people, the devil's working fast, and that's all I'm gonna say. And he has to work hard because he knows his time is almost up on this world, and that's what I'm understanding as well. The time is of the essence, and that's why so much, honestly, calamity and things going on. You could tell that something is about to happen, but I'm hoping it is a phenomenon of peace that just kind of beams and vibrates over the whole universe, so that we can just get right back aligned to God's will and what he really has us on this earth for. But anyways, that was probably like way far left. So anyways, I'm sending you guys some peace and some love. I want to thank you guys for watching me on my blog. I don't have a word other than what I said. So bye.